Warning, the following presentation is only for golfers that want to add at least 30 yards of distance to their drives. This presentation shares breakthrough tips to help golfers add yards of laser-accurate distance. If you want to add yards of distance, you just landed on the most important video of your life. You're about to hear from a world-class expert in golf, biomechanics, physiology, and human performance, who has dedicated his entire life to the study of the perfect golf swing.
I'm now hitting drives 250 to 270 yards down the middle of the fairway. My new accuracy has helped me take 7 strokes off my game in just 2 weeks. I am absolutely amazed at these quick results.
Never hit the ball so well or with such ease. I couldn't believe I hit iron shots 35 yards longer after using it.
I mean, I'm smacking my drives further than I ever thought possible. I'm talking 280 yards, and they are incredibly straight.
Hi, my name is Terrence, and today I have somewhat of a weird golf swing tip to share with you that can instantly add up to 70 laser-accurate yards of distance to your drives without using a swing trainer, without hiring an expensive golf coach, and without having to give your swing a complete overhaul. What's more, it doesn't matter if you're out of shape or even overweight. It doesn't matter if you've been slapped with every nasty ailment there is, like arthritis, bursitis, tendonitis, and the vision of a gopher. And it doesn't matter if you're a newbie beginner or been struggling at golf for decades. Look, I know that's a big promise, and even though this might sound impossible now, once you watch this short presentation and do what it says, you'll be shocked at how easy it is to launch longer, straighter drives the very next time you step onto the golf course. This is also one of the most important tips that I've shared with my clients in my sports performance clinic here in sunny Fort Lauderdale, Florida. As a matter of fact, to date, thousands of golfers in over 23 different countries around the world have used this one unique tip you're going to see to add up to 70 laser-accurate yards of distance in record time. So trust me, you need to stick around for this tip. But before I share this breakthrough tip with you, I want you to stop whatever else you're doing and make sure you watch this short presentation to the end now, because it will not remain online or free for long. It could be removed next week, today, or even before you're finished watching it. So please be sure to watch it while you can. Deal? Now look, I know you think you've seen it all, heard it all, and maybe even tried it all when it comes to adding yards of distance to your drives. But I completely guarantee you that you've never seen anything like this before. So just keep watching. If you love golf and want to break 90, 80, and even 70, or just want to add yards of distance to your drives, you're going to love it. By the end of this presentation, you'll find yourself shocked and amazed, in a good way and a bad way. I'll explain why in a moment. But before I do that, I want to tell you something that you probably aren't aware of yet. The unusual tip I'm talking about is known to less than 1% of some very lucky golfers on this planet. The truth is, all the information I'm about to share is out there. The problem is that it's totally lost amongst all the ridiculously bad information, hype, and scams. And you won't find other instructors talking about it. In fact, after you apply this very tip for yourself, you'll begin adding yards of laser-accurate distance to your drive so quickly that it's almost scary. So I want you to imagine something for a minute. Imagine the feeling of satisfaction as you launch yet another deep, gorgeous, dead solid perfect tee shot 80 yards further than you ever dreamed possible. Imagine yourself leaving chip shots for one-putt birdies on most par 4s, always putting for eagle on long par 5s. Imagine feeling like a totally different golfer, a more powerful, more confident, complete player overnight. Just imagine your very next tee shot sailing past the 300-yard marker, straight and true and gorgeous. Imagine all the fun you're going to have the next time you tee up, and the thrill you'll experience when you launch a howitzer drive the length of 3 football fields, as straight and as true as a guided missile. Imagine how powerful you'll feel when you're the only guy on the course who never worries about his drives. Just imagine how envious and red-faced your playing partners will be as you're pounding tee shots 40 and 50 yards past them. Sounds impossible, right? I can almost see you sitting there, shaking your head in disbelief, and I don't blame you. After all, what I've said is hard to believe and even sounds impossible right now. But this is all possible because of one simple reason. I'll reveal a very unique way to unlock the power that's already locked and loaded inside you. This is power you already have that's lying there, waiting when you activate it the right way. I'll show you exactly how to do it by using one ridiculously simple technique later in this presentation. I want you to suspend your disbelief for just 5 minutes and watch this short presentation to the very end, because what you're going to discover in this presentation will be one of the most important things you will ever learn. In fact, what I'm about to show you works so well and is so the opposite of those phony golf swing improvement products that it got me reviewed and published in Golf Fitness Magazine, Vitalix Magazine, and many other publications all over the country. It's the same tip pro golfers, super rich CEOs, and pro athletes pay me thousands of dollars to learn in my sports performance clinic here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And once you know it, you can instantly add up to 70 yards to your golf swing and turn yourself into a human launching pad. Suddenly, that 300-yard drive on the back nine will no longer be a big deal for you. Now, when you hit the ball, it stays airborne for what seems like hours until it lands way the heck down the fairway, exactly where you wanted it to go. Next time, it'll be you giving your friends a hard time as you continually rack up victories over them and make shots they thought were impossible, because you'll be hitting shots like guided smart bombs without having to reconstruct your swing from the ground up. Even better, all this new distance will arrive instantly right after you put what I'm about to show you into action. I gotta tell you, as much as I love the advanced intricacies of the game of golf, my biggest thrill is still on those occasions when I hit a monster tee shot that sails straight and true, so far into the distance that everyone has their hands up squinting to follow the ball. I call it the monster golf swing. Oh, and your golf buddies? Let's just say they'll no longer be mumbling, "Nice drive," while yawning at your 220-yard tee shots. Nope. They'll hit the turf face down wondering where the heck that 310-yard cannon blast came from. I'm not joking. Man, it feels good to do it too. It feels like magic, especially when you get to watch your ball sail off into the fairway like a friggin' guided missile. Oh my, you'll say, looks like another howitzer shot. And your buddies will wonder, how do you do that? I hate that guy, is what you'll catch some of them muttering behind your back. He never gives me a chance to win anymore. That, my friend, is the highest form of respect you can get on the golf course. I live for it, and I love hearing it from my clients when they repeat stories just like this back to me all the time. Doing it, believe it or not, is easier than you may think. Knowing what I'm about to share with you will make you realize why the popular, well-known, so-called golf swing programs simply can't work long-term. Mega-rich golf equipment companies make money off people like you and me by selling us silly stuff that leads to, at best, temporary results. That way, they can sell us something else, claiming it as the new and improved version on whatever piece of junk they sold you before. And I know you're tired of it, but here's the thing. We don't need them and their expensive golf gimmicks to hit the ball farther. I'm here to tell you that none of that stuff will fix your problem until your swing gets dialed in. This one specific tip that I'm going to share with you can help you shave 8 strokes instantly and add up to 70 yards of effortless distance to your drives with precision pinpoint accuracy, regardless of experience, age, or body type. All you need is a love of golf and the desire to have a monster golf swing. And trust me, once you find out how quickly this can add distance to your drives, you'll be wishing that you had heard of it sooner. You see, after years of working with golfers at my sports performance clinic, I discovered most golfers, that's you and me, waste 90% of your natural power in your swing. This means you're only applying 10% of what you're capable of when you hit the ball. That would be like flushing $90 out of every $100 right down the drain, or trying to lift 200 pounds with just one finger instead of both hands. It's a complete waste. This is the kind of insider golf information that is hidden for most amateurs. None of your buddies will ever get close to knowing this stuff exists because nobody is sharing this with the public. And I personally promise you, what I'm about to teach you will work. No matter how old or out of shape you are, no matter how bad you are at golf, and no matter how many times you've tried and failed to hit longer tee shots. I have showed this to literally hundreds of my clients, and they all have seen tremendous results. That's because all that awesome power is already locked and loaded inside your swing. Okay, I'm going to explain exactly how the method I've discovered works in just a second. But before I do, I know you probably have 2 big questions right now. The first question is, who am I? And the second question is, what is this secret tip that I'm yapping on about? My name is Terrence, and, well, to start, I need to tell you a quick story of how this all came about. It all started 11 years ago, my first time trying to hit a golf ball. Do you remember the first time you ever hit a golf ball? I don't know about you, but the first time I tried to hit a golf ball, it wasn't fun and easy. It was a complete nightmare. My buddies had invited me out for a Saturday noontime tee-off, and there I was on the first hole. All of them watching, making snarky remarks under their breath. Now, here's the really sad part. I've been an athlete all my life. I played football, track, wrestling, boxing, heck, even softball. I figured, how hard could hitting a ball that doesn't move be? So I threw some money down on the game. I won't say how much because you'll probably laugh at me, but it was enough to make the rest of the story even more gut-wrenching. My first attempt hitting the ball went exactly as you're probably imagining. Whiff. Yep, I missed the ball completely. Then came the laughs. Second try, you guessed it, whiffed it again. I heard someone say, "I guess lunch is on Terrence, boys." And third, yet another whiff. At this point, I felt like a 99-mile-per-hour fastball was easier to hit. Sound familiar? Finally, after about 8 misses, I made contact. I drove the ball 900 miles an hour, an inch off the ground, into a metal cart crossing sign. The ball came right back and hit me in the forehead, knocking me unconscious. Next thing I knew, I was lying on my back looking up at the paramedics. Now, my reason for telling you this story, other than it's damn funny and a bit embarrassing, is that I know what it's like to feel uncomfortable swinging the golf club. So, right then and there, this day on the golf course 11 years ago led me to become obsessed with understanding the mechanics behind the maximum power golf swing. Now, years later, I'm a certified golf biomechanic, strength and conditioning specialist. I've made it my life's mission to help others get a monster golf swing and to avoid having to pay for too many golf lunches. These days, I'm paid thousands of dollars and flown to exotic locations around the world, secretly helping Fortune 500 CEOs and PGA golf pros rapidly add yards of distance to their golf game using the Monster Golf Swing program. After years of clinical practice, doing therapy on golfers here at my sports performance clinic in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, I stumbled upon something so shocking and so groundbreaking that I knew it could help you shave 8 strokes instantly and make adding up to 70 yards of distance to your golf swing almost too easy, which is what I'll be sharing with you in just a few moments. When you get this right, you'll drive a golf ball with the explosive velocity of a howitzer cannon, adding half the length of a football field to your tee shots alone, while hitting all your fairways and greens with masterful precision. What were some of those techniques that I used and my clients used to add up to 70 yards of distance to your drives? Great question. Well, I'd like to teach some of them to you now, if that's all right with you. You might want to grab a pen and paper, especially since I'll be taking this presentation down in a short while. You ready? Okay. In order to increase your swing by as much as 70 yards without losing any of your accuracy, you really only need to follow 3 simple steps. And these 3 steps have nothing to do with what kind of clubs you're using, how out of shape you are, how long you've been playing golf, your age, or anything like that. So what are these 3 steps? Step 1 is that you must stretch to create torque. Many golfers are stiff in their upper back. And if your upper back is stiff, you can't generate enough torque to hit the ball for maximum distance because you aren't able to make a good shoulder turn. When this happens, your body naturally compensates by using your arms to swing the golf club. When you do this, and you will if your upper back is stiff, you're guaranteed to injure your shoulder, elbow, or wrist if you haven't already. So, what do most golfers do in this situation? Well, they think the solution is to stretch their back muscles. This is actually a huge mistake. Here's why. By stretching your back muscles, you make your back even more stiff and easier to injure. Not fun. If your back is stiff, you can't generate maximum torque to hit the ball very far. I almost can't believe that in this day and age, people are still stretching the wrong muscles, but with so much misinformation out there, who can blame them? The solution is actually counterintuitive and is something most golfers would never think of. Your chest and shoulder muscles need to be stretched instead of your back. This loosens your stiff back muscles and allows you to generate maximum torque, smacking a ball that's loaded with raw power. Think about it like this. Your muscles in your back are like rubber bands. The more loose and stretchy they are, the further you can pull them back and gain that springy energy when you release. With a tight back, it's like trying to use a crusty old rubber band. It's brittle, doesn't stretch, and offers you no additional energy. There's even more bad news. I know it couldn't get any worse, right? This same scenario with a tight upper back happens in every part of your body, and unless you know what muscles need to be stretched and how to stretch them for maximum golf performance, you'll never create enough torque to hit the ball very far. Now, this leads us right into our second tip, which is you must unlock muscles to create a power swivel. Let's say you have tight hamstrings, and let's face it, almost all golfers do. When your hamstrings are locked, you can't turn your hips to generate a power swivel to hit the golf club properly for distance. Maybe this has happened to you on the golf course, or maybe you've noticed it happen to a friend on the course. Did you get that? If you can't turn your hips, it also means your body is forced to compensate by using the little muscles in your back instead of the big powerful muscles in your hips. You can't generate explosive power in your golf swing when you're using small muscles. For example, if you stretch your hamstrings the way most golfers do, you'll make a tight muscle even tighter, which reduces your ability to swivel and robs you of 80 to 90% of your lower body power. Here's what you should do instead. Contract your muscle as hard as possible for 20 seconds. When you let go of that contraction, your muscle will be more relaxed and much more flexible. When you get tight muscles to unlock, you'll be able to generate maximum power from your lower body, making a power swivel, allowing you to whack the ball with the velocity and precision of a laser-guided missile. Now, without getting any more sciencey, I'm sure you can start to see why unlocking your body the right way can make a phenomenal difference in adding yards to your drives. I'm going to show you simple, easy, yet crazy powerful tips you can use to accomplish this in just a minute. It'll take your golf game to a whole other level, and fast. Now it's time to get to our third and most vitally important tip for adding yards to your drive quickly. You must train the entire swing as one to create velocity. When you swing the club with parts of your body instead of your entire body, you limit your ability to generate maximum velocity. Let me explain this by giving you a brief anatomy lesson, and I promise it won't be hard. The human body has over 1,000 muscles. If your brain had to think about moving each one of them while you were swinging the golf club, it would never happen. Newest research shows that the brain is better at focusing on full body movements. It's the same reason your computer works, because it focuses on entire programs and not a piece of individual code. If it did, your computer would stall or crash. This is exactly what happens when golfers spend too much time isolating muscles. Their body stalls or crashes because their brain is thinking golf swing, but their body is thinking about one muscle. Surprisingly enough, most golfers are actually focused on the wrong thing, training their golf swings in pieces. Once I figured out that training the golf swing as one movement actually increased the distance for all of my clients, that was one of the best things that ever happened. The key to unlocking the massive amount of power that's hiding inside you is to integrate the body with the golf swing to improve the golf swing pattern, allowing you to swing for maximum velocity. Do you see now how easy it can be to increase your swing by up to 70 yards? It doesn't take much. Just imagine yourself doing these 3 incredibly simple things and seeing instant results. And if you follow these 3 tips, if you learn to unlock the power that's hiding in your swing, suddenly the whole game of golf changes forever. The difference is like night and day. You'll find yourself using shorter clubs on approach shots and watching your score drop even lower, no matter how tough the course is, or how much pressure's on you, or how much your buddies try to distract you. Suddenly, when you hit a golf ball, it's like an explosion off the tee. You'll automatically tap into more power, distance, and accuracy, and lower scores right away. And when you play with your buddies, I guarantee they'll stare at you all day long wondering, what the heck are you doing different? It's that subtle. Now you must be wondering, all right, Terrence, this is amazing, but how do I actually do it? Glad you asked, because I have a really good answer for you. During the time when I was testing this totally unique formula and shared it with a bunch of golfers, the word got out very quickly, and more golfers started approaching me. It got to a point where I'd wake up and my email inbox would be overflowing with new messages. I used to get excited every time I saw a new email, but this excitement would suddenly turn into an intense and ugly feeling of anxiety because I knew that it was impossible for me to answer all of these emails. And because of this, a lot of golfers were going to be really disappointed. Since it was impossible for me to help each and every golfer one-on-one, I needed to find a solution. And it came to me in the form of a suggestion from a good friend of mine. He simply said, Terrence, why don't you turn this incredible information into an online program? That way, all these golfers can have access to your formula. That was it. I knew it was the perfect solution. So after many months of hard work, pulling in several all-nighters, and writing like a madman with swollen eyes and shivering fingers, I finally turned all the secrets into a laser-targeted, easy-to-follow online course I now call Monster Golf Swing. I can proudly say that you won't find these secrets anywhere else. What you can expect from my Monster Golf Swing course? Here's a small list of what you can expect. Smack your fairway woods like cannon blasts, giving you easy chances to reach even par 5 greens in 2 shots. Grip tweaks that overcome your natural tendency to hook or slice the ball. How to find your own personal power position and exploit it for the maximum force and energy your body is capable of delivering to the ball. This alone will change your game forever. Eliminate trouble shots with total confidence that your ball will go where you want it to, way back into play. The key to almost instantly adding a minimum of 5 miles per hour to your swing speed. Bad back? Try this simple exercise to relieve any back pain you may have. The little-known loophole secret to creating a massive coil torque, an easy trick, especially if you're not so flexible anymore, that will load your swing with the amazing raw power and velocity you'll need for monster drives. How to develop a monster golf swing helping you hit the ball up to 70 yards further in the next 60 days. Hit your wedges with authority and bragging rights for birdie attempts, just like the professionals. 4 specific drills that burn your correct swing into muscle memory, effortlessly adding yards and accuracy to every drive. The one advanced but easy to learn secret for keeping your power on target for 100% harnessing of your new horsepower. The result? Sniper-like accuracy. This one pro trick will literally hand you the skills to staying in the money with your new distance and out of trouble. So, say goodbye to no man's land forever. Constantly hit the ball perfectly square for maximum distance on every single shot, instantly eliminating ugly slices, duck hooks, and sculled shots for longer, straighter, more accurate drives. The truth about the perfect setup for your ideal swing. Hint, it starts from your feet. A 60-second stretch you do before you go to bed that will improve your mobility and velocity more than the most expensive driver you can buy. Transfer every ounce of your body's natural power through your club head and into the ball for incredible, explosive power with no power leaks. It's the secret to amplifying your body's own natural power. Honestly, I could go on and on, but this isn't even half of what's covered in my program. I don't know what your handicap is, but whatever it is, it's coming down. Like it or not, you're going to be shooting lower and lower scores because of the incredibly improved distance, accuracy, and consistency you'll be getting out of all your shots, not just your drives. By now, I can tell that you understand how valuable this really is. In fact, I want you to imagine something. Just imagine the feeling as you suddenly blast drives deep into the back of the range, 50, 60, even 70 yards further than you are now, that explode with power at impact without even breaking a sweat. Imagine how wonderful it'll feel as your very next tee shot sails past the 300-yard marker, straight and true and gorgeous. Just imagine the feeling as the ball explodes off your club because you know how to use the power. Imagine being so close to the green after your tee shot that the second club you use is a wedge. Your buddies are going to hate you for learning this stuff. Imagine the look on their faces the first time you square up. Take a breath, draw back, and then fire off a 300-yard cannon blast that cuts straight down the fairway like a white line in the road. So now, I want to ask you, if all this did was give you cannon-like power with pinpoint accuracy that keeps you in the front all day long, far ahead of a pack of younger, stronger, and more agile golfers who are angry, amazed, and increasingly depressed as they fail hole after hole to keep up with you, would it be worth it? If all this did was allow you to hit every single drive dozens of yards further than you would ever muster before, effortlessly, without even thinking about it, would it be worth it? If all this did was allow you to feel pro-level control on every stroke and awesome power coming like a flood from deep inside your body, would it be worth it? Now, you may believe a one-of-a-kind golf swing system like this will be expensive, and I wouldn't blame you. Truth be told, it really should be, considering the countless number of golfers it's transformed so quickly when nothing else would work. Well, this system will deliver all this for far less than you're thinking. In fact, the golfers who have access to Monster Golf Swing right now say they couldn't even begin to put a price on the transformation. Tim says, if I had known what Monster Golf Swing was going to do to my golf game, I probably would have paid like $900. Truthfully, it's worth a lot more, but that would have been the most I could afford. Jason wrote, "You can't put a price on this. Seriously, it works that good." Michael says, $5,000 easy. How much should it cost? By all logic, it should cost quite a lot. However, it's not. I only felt right by making the Monster Golf Swing affordable for every golfer who wants to add yards to their drives. So don't worry, I'll get to the price in just a moment. First, to put this thing into perspective, if you're like most golfers, you spend a fortune on golf equipment, clubs, and you buy every device known to man that's supposed to improve your swing, all in the hopes of adding yards to your drives. In fact, during my recent study, I was surprised to discover that a golfer, on average, spends $2,776 a year. But there's still more. If you throw in the cost of travel, accommodations, and golf swing lessons that golfers frequently take in hopes to improve their golf swings, this same number now goes up to almost $10,000 a year. This is the reason why the price of my program will not only sound like an absolute steal, but it will literally blow your mind away. After several intense discussions with many golfers over the last few months, almost every golfer told me that I should price my program at $197 because of the sheer level of effective, proven information it offers and the life-changing results you get when you use it. So, after a lot of careful thought, I decided to price my system at $197. Now, crazy as this sounds, I'm not even going to charge $197 for the entire Monster Golf Swing system today. I promised you I was going to make this affordable for every golfer who wants to add yards of distance, and I mean it. While I like being paid for my work, this just isn't about money for me. My main mission was to help as many golfers as humanly possible, and the only way I can do that is by making this program so affordable that you'd feel stupid for not grabbing it today. If you've watched this far into the presentation, I know it's because you want this. You want to add yards of distance to your drives. You want bragging rights over your golf buddies. Here is where you benefit. Since the Monster Golf Swing program is instantly downloadable, I don't have to pay my clinic overhead. I don't have to pay my employees to schedule appointments for me. I don't have to meet with you face-to-face, and I don't have to ship it to you. And what's even better, you don't have to pay for a plane ticket to Florida, find a hotel, and rent a car to get to me. Basically, that means I can reduce my overhead fees and pass the savings on to you because I don't have to pay out as much. Now, I told you earlier that I'm going to make this affordable for everyone. If you've watched this far through the presentation, I know it's because you want this. I'm not going to charge anywhere near $197 for this package. You aren't even going to have to pay $147. Heck, you don't even have to pay $97. By ordering today only through this presentation, for as long as this video is up, and it could come down at any time, you get the entire system at a ridiculously low, one-time only payment of $47 and instantly add up to 70 yards of effortless distance to your drives using the hidden raw power that's locked and loaded inside your swing. To get started, simply click on the Add to Cart button you see below this video right now. Your purchase will be completely discreet. That button takes you to the secure checkout page I've set up. And as soon as you're finished entering in that information, you'll be taken to the special members-only area that we've created for you, where you'll receive immediate access to the entire Monster Golf Swing program. You'll be able to view the guides, the lists, the videos, instructions, and everything else right from your computer, your smartphone, or your tablet. But you really do have to act right now. I'm selling this program through this video for just $47 as a marketing test, but I'm planning on raising, even doubling the price in the very near future. I don't know how long I can keep up the price of this system at $47. If you leave this page, I can't promise that you'll be able to get it for $47 again. Remember, it's not just you discovering this breakthrough today. This video is being seen by thousands, if not tens of thousands of golfers across America because of the media coverage this story is now getting, which means this discount can run out at any time. So time is limited. Odds are you're looking at your only good shot at getting in at this discounted price. So click the button below that says Add to Cart to claim your discounted copy of Monster Golf Swing now, while this really tiny window of opportunity is still open. But wait, I want to make this decision not just easy, but so outrageously valuable that you'll feel almost silly for not taking advantage of this right now. If you choose to invest in my program right now, I'll also add my Instant Golf Swing Power video. In this video, you'll learn a little-known golf exercise that enhances the power you already have hidden almost instantly. It's like putting your golf swing on steroids, just by flipping a light switch, and don't be surprised if you add an additional 20 to 30 yards of distance just from this exercise alone. It's that powerful. It's that proven. This video is worth $99 in value, and I've taken it off the market because it was too controversial in nature. So this is your one and only chance to get it, because you can't buy it or get it anywhere else. But wait, I'm still not done. I also want to give you my Monster Golf Swing flexibility. If you've been searching for that perfect swing where everything feels just right, effortless, and fluid, then you need to watch this video. You'll learn underground tricks for loosening your body and helping you maximize all of your existing power hidden in your golf swing. By adding flexibility into your Monster Golf Swing training routine, you'll learn to rely on your body's natural reaction to movement and discover your effortless swing in the process. This video is also worth $99 in value, and you won't be able to get it anywhere else. Now, if you add up the value of all these juicy goodies, it comes to almost $200, but by ordering today, you can get it all for a super low price of $47. But wait, I'm still not done. There's still one more thing. I also want to give you my quick start guide for busy golfers. I want you to get started as soon as possible. If you're short on time, then you can read the whole thing beginning to end in less than 15 minutes and get started improving your swing right away. Many people have actually used this guide alone to add 20 plus yards within days without even using anything else. This quick start guide is also worth $99 in value, but to be absolutely honest, it would be unfair to even put a monetary value on something as valuable as this, because the kind of results you can achieve with this are absolutely priceless. It's really that complete and that easy to use. So, the total value for all of this material comes to almost $300, but you get all of this for only one payment of $47 today, fully guaranteed for 60 days. Plus, to make your decision even more of a no-brainer, I'm also going to give you a full 60-day, 100% money-back guarantee. Here's how it works. You just click the Add to Cart button that's below this video, get everything that's included in this course, and start your test drive today. Download my program right now. Follow the super easy step-by-step instructions, then go out to the local course. Play around and see how much farther you're hitting the ball. If you don't come into the clubhouse after 18 holes with the biggest smile on your face you've ever had, if you aren't hitting the ball up to 70 yards further, I'll be shocked. Then I insist you let us know, and I'll give you a 100% refund. And you can keep everything. Honestly, I can't think of a better way to remove all the risk for you. Pretty square deal, right? No questions, no hassles, and you can keep all the bonuses for just giving it a shot, which means all you need to do right now is say maybe to the Monster Golf Swing program. There's no risk at all on your end, and you have everything to gain. Why am I being so generous with this guarantee? Because I want this for you. I want you to feel what it's like to effortlessly smack the ball 30, 50, even 70 yards further than you ever have before. To see the look on your friends' faces as it's filled with envy, all you have to do is click the button below. No big secret here. We both know golf can be extremely frustrating. And look, I don't mean to scare you, but do you know the most disastrous mistake almost every golfer makes with their golf swing? I've seen golfers go from being extremely happy to desperately miserable, and eventually to almost depressed in a matter of a few days just because of this very mistake. I've seen good golfers turn themselves and their golf games into a wreck because of this very mistake. So what is this mistake I'm talking about? The mistake is trying to figure out how to add yards of distance on your own and not seeking advice. Trust me when I say this, you can't figure everything out on your own, especially when it comes to something as complex as the golf swing. Adding yards of distance to your drives just isn't easy to figure out. Without the right knowledge, you'll always struggle with your golf swing and never achieve the distance and respect you deserve on the golf course. I'm not saying this to scare you or make you feel bad about yourself. Rather, I just need you to know that trying to figure it out on your own, or depending on your friends for golf swing advice, is an extremely bad mistake and could cause you to injure yourself for years to come. This is why I strongly urge you to hit the Add to Cart button right now and put yourself in a position where everything becomes super easy and adding yards of distance looks almost effortless. All right, now you've seen and heard a lot in this presentation, and if you've gotten this far, then you only have 3 things to do. Thing 1, leave this page and completely forget about what you saw and heard. Go back to golfing the way you've always golfed and hope that someday things will change for you. And if that's what you're planning, I wish you all the best. Thing 2, you're probably thinking about using the free advice you got from this presentation and doing it all on your own, which will definitely work for you. But there's a very high chance that you might still struggle without knowing the right how-to steps. You could see short-term results, but it might not be permanent. Thing 3, you can stay on this page, Click the Add to Cart button below, get your instant, risk-free access to the Monster Golf Swing program, and let me take you by the hand and guide you step by step through the whole process and put you on the fast track to massive success. And you understand that you have absolutely zero risk as you have a full 60 days to try the system. Therefore, this should be a very easy decision for you. Plus, do not put this off even one more second. As you've already noticed, I cut the price from $197 to only $47 just so you can jump in right now. I cannot stress enough how time-sensitive this offer is because we're very close to our maximum membership capacity right now. Look, in the very short time that we've had together, I've shown you that you can add up to 70 yards of distance to your drives, as long as you have the right set of tools at your disposal. I've also shown you that the reason why some golfers are massively successful while others miserably fail is because successful golfers actively use these tools with their golf swing and reap massive benefits consistently. Finally, you understand that the only predictable way to achieve success and add up to 70 yards of effortless distance is to have access to these tools. So since we agree on this, don't you think you should take immediate action by hitting the Add to Cart button below and taking advantage of this special opportunity right away? So now, I leave it up to you. You can either learn these tools and give yourself an almost magical power to add up to 70 yards of effortless distance to your drives, or you can let yourself suffer the torture of having to figure it out on your own. The choice, as usual, is yours. But I think you know what you need to do. Your chance to order will end as soon as this video completes, which will happen in a few seconds. So press that button and sign up. Definitely do this now. Don't forget how time-sensitive this offer is. I don't know how long this video will be up, and I have no idea how long this offer will be up. So give it a try so you can take advantage of the discounted price and 60-day guarantee. Click the button below. Still here? That's no problem. I totally get it. Let me answer some questions you might have so you can make an informed decision. William asks, when will I receive the Monster Golf Swing program? Great question, William. You'll receive the program right away after you order. The main course is in PDF format, which means you can instantly download it to your computer, tablet, or phone and start reading it 5 minutes from now. How easy is that? Scott asks, I'm scared of sharing my credit card information with you. Great point, Scott. Your transaction will be 100% secure and private. You'll be billed by ClickBank for your privacy. It's a very reputed company which has been in business for the last 14 years. You can always Google them for more information. Also, your credit card statement won't show that you bought Monster Golf Swing System. Rather, it will show a charge from ClickBank for your complete privacy. Todd asks, how fast will I see results? Todd, that's a great question. Results could be seen right away after the application of the methods mentioned in the program. Therefore, the faster you apply them, the faster you'll see results. Ronald asks, what if for some reason it doesn't work for me? Ronald, that's a great question and a very common one. As far as my experience goes, that's next to impossible. After you apply the concepts from the program, you'll realize that things which used to seem impossible in the past suddenly appear so easy that you'll kick yourself for not having discovered this course earlier. Tim asks, what if I have extra questions? Tim, no problem. In fact, that would be even better. I would love to assist you personally if you have extra questions. You'll be provided special contact details on the download page where you can easily get answers to any questions you might have. Listen, you have nothing to lose and the rest of your life to enjoy the unparalleled power you get when you add an extra 40, 50, or even 70 yards to your drives. Grab hold of this opportunity right now before it's too late. Click on the Add to Cart button below this video and I'll see you on the inside. Still here? No worries. Let me share a little more of what I've covered in my program. Smack your fairway woods like cannon blasts, giving you easy chances to reach even par 5 greens in 2 shots. Eliminate trouble shots with total confidence that your ball will go where you want it to, way back into play. Hit your wedges with authority and bragging rights for birdie attempts, just like the professionals. Consistently hit the ball perfectly square for maximum distance on every single shot, instantly eliminating ugly slices, duck hooks, and sculled shots for longer, straighter, more accurate drives. Transfer every ounce of your body's natural power through your club head and into the ball for incredible explosive power with no power leaks. It's the secret to amplifying your body's own natural power. And once again, I could go on and on, but this is still not even half of what I've covered in my program. So let's get started right now. Move your mouse over to the Add to Cart button. Click the Add to Cart button below, and I'll see you on the other side.